The writer deals. Freddie, left field. It is not caught by Bader. Betts scores. Ohtani behind him, and the Dodgers walk it off.
That's courtesy of AM 570, LA Sports Dodgers Radio Network. That's 8 walk-off wins for the Dodgers, tied with the Red Sox for second most in Major League Baseball. They had a total of 7 walk-off wins all of last season. As for Freddie Freeman, 16 career walk-off RBIs, most of any active player, and tied with Miguel Cabrera for 5th most by any player since the year 2000, trailing Albert Pujols, David Ortiz, Adrian Beltre, and Ryan Zimmerman. That's your Play of the Day. Play of the Day brought to you by Rapid Radios, the official walkie-talkie of the DP Show, push-to-talk service, national LTE coverage. That means no subscriptions ever. Get them before bad weather occurs. Visit rapidradios.com. You can save up to 60% off, and you get free shipping. Shohei Ohtani did it again last night, so that's 5 consecutive games. And I asked Paulie, I said, I'm curious the percentage of home runs to hits that he has. Like how often does he hit a home run? And how many of, percentage-wise of the hits he's had. So Ohtani has 106 hits, or 108 hits, and 37 home runs. So 34% of all of his hits are home runs. Now, I thought Kyle Schwarber would lead baseball in that category. He's just a little bit above Shohei Ohtani. 36% of Kyle Schwarber's hits are home runs. He has 94 hits. He has 34 home runs. The Big Dumper is number 1. He has over 41% of his hits are home runs. 94 hits, 39 home runs. Eugenio Suarez of the Diamondbacks, almost 39% of his hits. Aaron Judge is also in there as well. Almost 29% of his hits are home runs. So feast or famine for a few of these guys. And early in the season, well, it was early in the season, Ohtani was batting .350. Aaron Judge's batting average is still pretty good, but I think Ohtani's down around .270, .275, whereas Aaron Judge is still over .300. But I do like what the Dodgers are doing with Ohtani, and that is you can ease him back in. If he was just a pitcher, the strategy would be different. But what they're doing is pitch a couple of innings, maybe they have a pitch count, but this is all about the postseason. Get to the postseason, and then how are you going to use him? Are you going to use him maybe certain situations as a closer? Are you going to use him as a starter? It's tricky when you're going to try to plan to put him in a game as a closer because, where's he going to warm up? How's he going to warm up? What if he doesn't get in the game? Relievers, closers will tell you, they get up and down, they're loosening up many, many times. A closer could get up 50 times and not get into the game during a regular season. So you can't have that for Ohtani. That's why I think, and some baseball guys have said, hey, it'd be great to bring him in as a closer. It just doesn't line up that way because he's going to be, probably in the field unless, he's a DH, and then you can say, all right, go out and warm up while you're a DH. Then it would work that way. But I like what he's doing. I like what they're doing, and that is this is all about the postseason. But he has six hits in his last 5 games, and 5 of the 6 hits are home runs.
Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Stat of the day, brought to you by Panini America, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show. Well, if you're showing up to see Ohtani homer, you're getting your wish. He doesn't do much else, doesn't need to, just hitting home runs. All right, poll question today, Seton. What are we going to go with?
Sorry, I didn't mean to complain about the methodology here.
And another thing, Vonnegut.
Baseball season has been awesome.
He's the Vonnegut. All right, yes.
I know you're not in first anymore.
No, very much not.
At least 3 teams are going to win 100 games this year, Major League Baseball.
Tigers are the first to 60.
Tigers
The Blue
first
Jays
60.
feel it seems like they've won 60 of their last 61.
They're right there. They have,
the
they have
Dodgers,
59.
The Dodgers will do it at the end of the day.
Astros have 58. Phillies and Mets have 57.
I'm going to say 6.
Cubs have 59. There's a lot of teams that are
Okay.
top of the top.
Hey, by the way,
300.
congratulations to Paul Skeens actually getting some
What a
run support.
win!
I know. He actually got enough run
I
support.
looked down at the fantasy and went, well, the win next to Paul Skeens.
Sure, I'll buy this too. You know, that's not great for baseball. That means those losses are going to have to come from somewhere amassed, you know.
I'm going to double your number, Chris.
6?
6.
Call your shot. Who are they?
Those 3. The Mets.
Mets aren't winning.
Mets going to win 100 games?
They're not winning
Absolutely.
100 games.
The Astros.
They're not. They're not winning 100. Mets aren't winning 100 games.
Did you have the Brewers up there?
By the way,
No.
The Mets are not winning 100 games.
I
Out of
would
all
be
the teams that I
stunned.
just heard, the ones that are going to be the least 100 games are the Mets.
Okay. Yeah, you also said Juan Soto wasn't good at baseball, but
No, I
you've been
didn't.
quiet about
I didn't.
that.
I just loved it. I didn't.
You were a lot of chatter, but you've been mad quiet lately. You know.
All right, I had this one last week. We didn't get to it. We're going to run it back right now.
Run it back.
Cooper Flagg is going to win an NBA title for the Mavericks before Luka wins one for the Lakers.
You got Ruiz, man. He's only got 16 plate appearances. You got Ohtani.
Yeah.
Past week, he's been on a tear. I think it was the right call to walk Ohtani right there. I think Jax has been incredible. My only thing is, how do you pitch to this guy and just throw him a bunch of sliders, splits, Man, you got a dude who he's a good player, okay, but go after the guy. You're out of the game. It's 2 outs right here. You got 99 in the tank right here. There is no need for you to go 3-1 slider. What are we doing? If this is what you want to do, you want to walk Ohtani, it's to let this guy know I'm throwing you fastballs. It's like saying, here it comes, try to hit it. Because this stuff is that much better than a guy who just got called up with that really hasn't done anything.
He hasn't hit. No, and he's not a big hitter. He's not expected to be a big hitter or anything like that. And that's when you intentionally walk a guy. However, again, Yonder, I was watching the game. We had it on our network. So I'm watching the game, and it really felt like Jax went from I'm in control to suddenly, wow, now it's first and second. I've got traffic. Now I've got trouble. And immediately he was a different pitcher.
I don't think he was thinking he was in trouble because one pitch
He
could
pitched
get
like
you
he
out.
was.
He pitched like he was.
Yeah,
but
it happened.
I think it was one pitch away from getting out of the inning. It was the lack of just going after a guy and not executing those pitches. Throw your fastball, man. You know how hard it is to hit 99?
Well, that's why I did say it's his responsibility. It's his fault, the way he pitched Ruiz. However, Cliff, I think he went from being one guy, I'm in control, I got 2 outs, a little dink, I should have struck out Mookie anyway. Now suddenly I walk a guy and I got first and second. Now the game's on the line. It changed things.
It changed things, and I was just wondering, to Yonder's point, what he just said was, how do you let 99 just go by the wayside? Like, this is what you have in your back pocket. This is the reason. High velocity, if Jax was on the mound in Toronto, I'm letting him pitch to him in that situation. That's what I'm talking about. You have 99 miles per hour. When I saw it on the board, I was like, he ain't throwing 99. And you're going non-competitive pitches in the dirt. Like, nobody's swinging at those. I don't care if you have 16 play appearances or 500 play appearances.
He's responsible. Okay. It's a tough call. I think, though, this is where it's the biggest, I don't know if you want to call it recency bias or confirmation bias, but when you pitch to the big guy and he burns you, everyone says, why didn't you walk the guy? You got to walk the guy. If you end up walking everybody that you're afraid of, you're doing a lot of damage. On the whole, you're doing damage.
I'm honestly okay if you walk any of those guys at any point during the game. You get them in the second inning, you get them in the first inning, walk them, you're better off.
You're making traffic. Especially if you're facing the Dodgers, you're putting Ohtani on base for the rest of that team.
Schneider didn't get burned because they ended up winning that game. They lose that game. There's questions to be had on that.
Then I think you got to answer them. I think again, he's not afraid to walk Judge. He walked Judge 7 times
and you know what?
in 9 games.
Toronto Blue Jays, it's paid off.
Yeah.
Because they've figured it out.
I don't like walking those guys.
I don't understand why you don't see it more often.